What up guys, this is Colin from Go Fast Campers here with another video. Today we are going to give you some tips and tricks for your first night out in your Go Fast camper. So today we're going to cover some bedding options, some condensation tips and tricks, how to get in and out of the camper, and how to close it up and hit the road when you're ready to go. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, we are in the GFC standard camper. This one does not have vented side doors on it, so this is going to be a standard feature in all of the platform camper tents. They do have these super handy screened vented windows up in the front here, one on each side. I've already got that one open and rolled down. You kind of roll the cover up here, stash it in itself real nice. So these are going to be your best option for ventilating the tent no matter what season it is, and kind of reducing your overall chance of having the tent condensate while you're in it. All right, so now that we have the windows down, a lot of people ask, aren't you worried about getting cold? Well, and that's where we come to our bedding aspect. We recommend high quality, either down or synthetic sleeping bags in these things. Don't skimp on the sleeping bag from the big box store, you know, definitely get the good stuff. We recommend mummy bags here so you can kind of tuck your head into the hood when you get cold. Also check the temperature rating on your sleeping bags. You know, the limit that they publish is the lower extreme limit, so it's a good general rule of thumb to add about 15 degrees to that to see what the comfortability rating is. So check your sleeping bags, make sure you get one that's warm enough, dry enough, good materials, good stuff. That's about it.
Wow, dude.
How do you want me to start this?
Yo, I could knock out in this thing. Should I pretend to wake up at some point?
All right, so it's midnight. I've got to pee really bad, but my buddy Mike, you can't laugh. All right, so it's midnight. I've got to pee really bad, but Mike here is sound asleep. So how do I get out of the camper without waking him up? Well, with the handy transformer floor system here, all I'm gonna do is wake up, kind of roll my sleeping bag back, kind of pull my section of the floor system out here, kind of set it to the side, and then I'm going to exit the camper very carefully. Once down below, I'm gonna undo the latches, throw the tailgate up, and get out and do my business. So then once I'm all done, want to reverse that whole process. I'm gonna go ahead and close the door here, latch it up, hop back into the camper, and replace our section of floor here. I'm gonna roll the sleeping bag back out, get right back to bed. All right, it's morning time. We just had a great weekend camping in our GFC. It's time to pack up, unfortunately, and hit the road. So the first thing we're gonna do here is zip up our rear vent windows. And an important note here is to not zip them up all the way. We're gonna leave a little bit of airflow there, so when we close the tent from the outside, it doesn't create a suction effect. So we've got that set up. We're gonna leave our sleeping bags and pillows in here. You can leave your bedding in the GFC, a couple sleeping bags, a little bit of clothing, some Nalgene bottles, all that's gonna be fine and still allow you to close the camper up. So no problems there. We're gonna leave this stuff in here. The last thing we're gonna do here is drop down the screen and the rear facing door. I'm gonna hop out the bottom and I'll meet you outside and show you how to close everything up. We're gonna put our transformer floor section back in before we close everything down. Shut that back part there. The easiest way to grab a hold of the tent to close it is just to grab it on the sides here. Give it a little tug to get it started. You can see the air resistance there. And work our way down. Then just kind of tuck everything in as you go here. And let that air billow out. And just keep checking the sides as you go here. You may have to readjust some of your pillows and stuff in there, but all right, as you can see here, all of our bedding's still in the tent. We're all buttoned up and we're ready to hit the road. Just as a personal note for what I do with my camper after I get home, it's not a requirement, but I do generally like to throw my tent up once I get home, kind of let everything, the sleeping bags and the tent air out especially if you've had any condensation in there, which you shouldn't after this video. That's a good option. Get in there, clean it up, let it dry out a little bit, and get ready for your next adventure. All right, that wraps it up for your first night out in your GFC camper. Hopefully you loved camping in it as much as we do. If you have any questions or any comments, leave them down below or shoot us an email at support@gfcengineering.com. Thanks for watching our video. We'll see you out there.